a warning shot. What's going on, y'all? What's up, Sip Nation? How y'all doing? Sip Nation in the building. Obsessed. Freedom churn. Free them churn. I'll show you obsessed. This is the true part about it is, okay, remember, listen, okay, let me talk my stuff right quick. Girl. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. Obsessed is a strong word. First of all, as you can see on my thing, it says future billionaire, professional commentator, and vlogger. Vlogger. So it is truly my duty to give a voice to people that don't have one. In some cases, I feel that raising children is all our responsibilities. And so we always have to do that and take utmost care about it. Now, at root, I'm just saying, at the end of the said day, I could be obsessed, I could be fat, I could be ugly, I could be all that stuff. And I'll go ahead and take it. But what I'm not going to say, what y'all not going to say about me is, I didn't stand up for them kids that did somebody to stand up for them. And so, may the chips fall where they may. When this first started, I actually posted, when I first did the first video about the Kaleidoscope concentration camp, I posted a video with me in this same bonnet doing just like this with this same mug like this, like, I got more. Do y'all think I got a few drops or a whole nother teapot? The results of that poll was 98% a whole nother teapot. So don't think I'm finished and don't think I'm going to stop here. I'm going to dig. And when I say dig, baby, I mean dig. It's going to be some diggy-do, bitch. When I tell you, shout out to Stunky Angel, it's going to be a diggy situation. It's going to be Diggy Simmons. It's going to be Diggy Simmons. All right. So, I just posted the proof that I have both the contract that Lil James' mother was forced to sign by this woman, as well as the JAB contract. JAB, it stands for Judy and Brett, which is an LLC from California that was responsible for his music career, and Kaleidoscope was responsible for his management career. That is still being reviewed by our SIP lawyers, and the SIP lawyers are, and then my sister, basically. So I'm saying SIP lawyers. It sounded cute though for a minute, but so let me sip out the mug. I'm sorry. Make sure y'all get your mug, link in bio. Also, too, I got to do a shout out. I don't have no product with me, but I'll show y'all. When you order something from me, this is what it comes in. It's cute, huh? So it's at SIP Cosmetics, sipcosmetics.net. Make sure y'all get y'all stuff. So, where is Sion at? How she forced her? She forced her through, I feel like, mental intimidation. That's how I think she forced them. When somebody comes to you and because of their presence being so widely known, that they impress upon you an aura of godliness and godlikeness and tell you that they want to change your life from the better. It's like their perception. And so that's why I say, and they offer you money up front knowing your drastic position. I think they're taking advantage of you, and I think that can constitute forcing. I do. You sold me a dream. You use your clout, you use your notoriety, and for bad manipulation is the key word I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Manipulating. She a big bully, Shakie. That hides her hand. That part. So let me add. I need to add. Let me send it live to you. I'm actually adding. I don't know if she's in here. She might be in. I'm actually finna add. I sent it a live. I don't know if she send me a if you are here, Miss Young Girl, send me a no, she's not here. Send me a request. Gun, it's not the time right now. I gotta I'm trying to do something. But I'm here. There she goes. Oh, she is here. Okay, I was looking for her. So we're gonna hear from one of the former right now, so y'all can hear. Well, we've heard from one of them that's stuck in the contract, but let's hear from one that.
All right, I'm on here.
How you doing, my love?
I'm good.
We talk on it. We DM each other.
I know.
But it's good to finally talk to you on the live, and welcome to Address the Mess with Shakie. So give us, if you can, give us a brief rundown on how you first came in contact with the Kaleidoscope Kids. Tell us a little bit about your child and what they actually do.
Okay, my daughter is Cyan. She's the oldest of the Kaleido Kids. She was 11. We got chosen the first round. Okay. And we advertised for almost a month and never heard from nobody. None of the parents did. We were all in a group together. When the little girl Andy had passed away, my daughter did a rap contribute to the girl, and so Judy liked it. And from that day forth, one of the parents added the Kaleido page and Judy in there. So it was almost like we kind of like had to force them to get their attention because they hadn't reached out to nobody, giving us no products or anything.
So when you was let me pause right here. So when you were selected from the first round. So you one of the original. You are one of the original Kaleidoscope moms. Yes. And so y'all got in a group together and formed sort of like a camaraderie between yourself and the other mothers, even though Judy and them had not been a part of the group or anything at no time. And so when the baby passed away, Lord rest her, your daughter was actually the one that made the rap about it because your daughter is also a musician as well.
Yes, she's a gospel rapper. Yep.
There you go. Yes. All right, continue. I'm so sorry for bringing it up.
It's okay. You're good. And then from that point on, she got in the group. Everybody was like, hey, what's up? We ready to work. We ready to work. So that's when we did the conference call. On that call, we were told that she was like the gateway to connect us to jobs. If an opportunity came about, she would, help us with that opportunity. My daughter did get an opportunity. I won't announce the name, but it was by a rapper, a well-known rapper. They came in my DM. We actually talked on the phone. She wanted to do some songs with my daughter, and I let Judy know that, but it was a no-go, pretty much. It was like she blew it off.
So Judy did not allow your precious daughter to go and work with another brand. Correct. Another brand. At this point, can I show a few photos of your daughter with your permission?
Yes, you may.
She is beautiful. I was gonna say she's a beautiful chocolate little baby. I want to paint them cheeks. I swear to God, that's her. As y'all can see, I don't want to show the other but you can show it now. And she and so she's very, 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 very pretty, beautiful little girl. I swear to God. Look, don't y'all just want paint some cheeks? I just want to show you the baby. This is who.
Thank you.
This is who that. Okay, so at what point at any given time? So you say y'all never got no. So when Judy and them did get in the group, what happened after that?
Basically, like I said, it was a bunch of I'ma do this, I'ma do that. One thing in particular, like I said, was she was gonna get all the kids together in December. Well, my daughter's birthday is on Christmas, so and my daughter heard everything. Like I said, she's 11, so she was on speakerphone. She was excited to meet all the Kaleido kids, but she did not do that as well. We ended up quitting actually because we were just kind of tired of buying products. We had asked several times, can we get products? And it was always no. When the kid line drops, then you can get products. So we paid for products for months and spent lots of money for months.
So she didn't. So not only did she not send y'all any products, not only did she
one box. She sent one box, and it didn't have all the products.
Oh my God! But you saying so she was still on the other side. You were still buying products out of your own pocket to promote for her.
Correct. And we were told on the live and multiple times, we could not brand rep. If we brand rep for another company, we couldn't conflict with what she had. So if that company had an edge control, we couldn't use that edge control, even though she wasn't paying us either.
Oh my God. What made y'all quit? Because from what I understand, your daughter does favor. Your daughter likes Judy, at least.
Yeah, she did. Well, one time she had sent us a DM and said, hey, can you talk? I said, yeah. She said, okay. Well, we waited and we waited. The next day, I would pick my daughter up from school. She's like, did she call? Did I miss her call? I'm like, no, she didn't call. Finally, after like a week or two, she was just like, all right, I'm done. Well, we also got a job in Atlanta. So we had already talked that we were going to meet up with her, my daughter, and some other Kaleido kids when we got to Atlanta. She ends up going to a concert that night and stood our kids up and ended up doing a FaceTime with them instead. And so that was the second straw where you got my daughter's hopes up and you once again smashed them.
And we understand your daughter looks. I've never talked to her, but she looks so intelligent. She looks so happy and so stuff.
Yes.
So she looks like poor thing ain't got a care in the world. And so you're telling me this woman came in. You did everything that you were supposed to do, even
Yes.
going as far as buying products.
Yes.
Only for this woman to, on two separate occasions, get your beautiful. This beautiful girl hopes up. Yep. For something as simple as a phone call and a meeting. So y'all never asked her for anything as far as financially.
No.
Y'all never asked her for anything. You only asked her. She said she was gonna meet y'all. She ended up standing y'all. She said she was gonna call y'all, and she ended up not. So that's the only thing you ever asked her for was to honor what she said about your child.
Correct. And I got all these receipts because DMs don't lie, of course. Yeah. That don't lie. Yeah, that's it. Not at all.
What is it? So how many posts would you say that you actually did for the Kaleidoscope brand?
Jesus, we were posting every day from I say the end of July till November.
Right.
I mean, we were doing songs. You know, she raps. She was doing raps. I mean, we were doing all kinds of stuff. Another thing that I didn't like was she had reached out to us one time about Royalty Brown, which is Chris Brown's daughter. They had reached out to her and she DM'd us and was like, hey, don't talk to them. I'm getting the best offer. And I have my screenshot. I asked her, hey, what came about of that? Because you never said anything. And she never answered us. So, you know, a lot of the parents we were all scared, like, because they were coming in our DMs. Roro Brown was saying, hey, we want your daughter to, you know, rep for us. Mm-hmm. You know, that's her followers that could go up if she gets on that page. And we were like, I ignored him 3 times. And finally, I'm like, forget it. I'm going to reach out to him. Like, I'm going to reach back out and say, yeah, we'll do it.
Right. I would like to say this. Your daughter is very beautiful. Her name is Cyan. Is it Cyan or Cyan? What is how you pronounce it? Cyan. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
It's all right.
Cyan, sister. You are too precious. I wish I could. If I had the money to sign you, I would do it today. Cyan 25 at Cyan 25. Y'all, all the slippers. I need y'all to go follow her because she's a beautiful young lady. She's a beautiful young lady, and she is very talented. She's actually have flow and everything. I've looked at her. I've seen some of stuff. So let me ask you. So did you actually? When you were paying for these products to promote, her, only asking for just her to keep her word about something. Did you at any point in time use the product? I
did. I was using it for a while I have 2 girls, so I was using it on both their hair. I did notice, not the drops though, the milkshake. And I did notice it was stripping her hair. So I eventually quit using it and
we have an actual video of that. Is that this the video you're talking about?
Yes, that is the miracle drops that broke my scalp out. Thank God I used it on my hair and not my child's hair because it would have been a lawsuit. For real.
Right.
I had to go to the ER from the drops breaking my scalp out. And I lost hair.
So, okay. So you was buying the products. Mm-hmm. You was putting the milkshake on your daughter's hair. It was stripping hers, but you was putting the drops on your hair.
Yes. I wanted to test it on my hair before I tested it on hers. Yes.
Did you and so when you went to the you went to the emergency room, what did they say? They say it was directly caused by
the man. I got my, like I said, receipts don't lie. I had my ER visit. He said it was directly from those drops. He said it caused a fungus. And I've also did my research and seen other people write, and they had the same exact thing. I had to be on an antibiotic for a while. Yeah.
Did you contact her about that issue?
I did not. Nope. I just had, and my daughter actually recorded those videos for me.
Wow. So your daughter was looking forward to seeing her. So she's never ever had the opportunity to meet or talk to this
Nope.
woman yet.
Nope. Nope.
At what point did y'all quit?
Well, like I said, I knew a lot of inside stuff that was going on with Lil James's mom. And so that right there deterred me. And then, hold on. Oh shoot. Hold on. Anyways, hold on. I'm doing something. I'm doing an interview. Sorry. Anyways, no, I'm good. My bad.
Right.
Anyways, I knew a lot of inside stuff. And so that was one of my main reasons, because I knew how she was really doing them. And I just got tired of her telling us, hey, you don't buy products from other people, but yet we're buying them from you. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. You're a Kaleido kid. You can't buy this from this person, but yet we're buying your product. It just sounds used. And we never got jobs. Another thing was, she posted like she had got my daughter a job. Of course, you saw my daughter. Yeah. So she is a face. She actually got like 5 or 6 kids jobs from a boutique. Well, I reached out to her because that same boutique wanted my child. And she told me pretty much like, no, like, I already got the other ones a deal. But when she posted it on her page, she posted my child first and got them jobs. But you didn't. I had to pay for my product from that company. So wow. It was like for show. Yeah, she was doing a lot of stuff for show.
So in your opinion, this whole racket about the Kaleidoscope and all this other stuff was just for her to. So were you a Kaleido mom during the Black Friday event?
Yes, that actually was like the kicker. So that's when I quit. Like I think it was that Saturday, the next day after Black Friday, is when I quit and got out of all the groups. So basically, they did a Facebook Live. They said we could ask whatever questions we wanted. So everybody was asking, like, are we going to get more product? Whoop-de-whoop. It was all a no, no, no. They always state, well, nothing's mandatory, but yet you contradict yourself. Because if the homework wasn't mandatory, on the live, they said, we've been watching who's been doing homework and who hasn't. And we're going to cut you. So you have to promote for Black Friday like your life depended on it. And that's going to determine if we're going to keep you or not. And I was just like, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting ready to promote for Black Friday for you to be like, oh, I'm going to kick like that. That don't even make sense. That does not even make sense at all.
So this woman who set up this system, and under the guise, everybody thinking it's cute, to basically use kids, and your child was one of them. She's watching. Trust me, she watches everything.
I know.
She's watching. What do you want to tell her right now today? You're not talking to me. You know, I'm talking to Shakie. I'm gonna put. Let me. I'll tell you what. This is what we're gonna do. We're going to put a picture of her up, and I want you to tell her what you think about what she did to your child. I want it from your words, and we know, because this is disappointing for your child.
Right.
And I really feel some type of way, because when people do this to children, it's like I have children.
Yeah.
So
well, it's like keep your word. Like my daughter's 11.
So I'm gonna put the picture of her up, and I want you to talk directly to the picture. Wait. That's the wrong picture. My bad. That's the wrong picture of her. That's the other picture. That's the other picture of her. My apologies. I put the wrong picture up of her.
Oh my God.
Let me put the okay. My bad. But I want to get a more flattering picture of her. That was the wrong picture. I'm so sorry. I get those two confused. They're so much alike. I get those two confused so much. But let me put a picture of her. And so you're talking to her.
All day. And you could have went the other one. All day. Basically, these are kids. And so, like I said, my daughter saw all of that. She's 11. She saw when they all got tablets. I didn't have to show her this. That's on my life and my kids. I didn't show her none of this. She seen it on her phone that they got tablets, how she stood her up, all this stuff. And that bothered her. That affected her. And so now her going into another career. No, I don't. Her trying to go further, like, she's going to remember this. She's going to remember that, okay, is this person true? Is this person being honest? She's going to remember that.
Right.
So stay to your word. If you said you were going to do something, do it. I would respect her more if she would have said, hey, I just want y'all to promote. That's it. I can't give you nothing. I would have respected that. Let me know up front. And you owe my daughter an apology.
She does. I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. She does owe your daughter an apology. And until she does give that, our foot is going to stay on her neck. All right, so what I did was turn the comments off I'm going to turn them on now to see if
Okay.
there are any particular questions that somebody had for you before
Okay.
you go. Thank you for coming to address them, and we want to say. So let's see. They said, somebody said, did you get an uneasy feeling from the beginning?
I did. Yes, I did. My honest opinion is she messaged some of us Kaleido kids before the announcement. So some of us knew that they were already Kaleido kids. So I really felt like in the email or my DM, it said that they were just, going to keep doing what you were doing, promoting content. And I feel like because it had been a month and they did not reach out to us, I feel like that's what they were going to leave it at. But when that parent added them, it put it in their face and made them have to come up with something. And they came up with some lies.
Right. They said, did you ever have to sign an NDA or anything like that? So
Heck no.
No. Would you have signed that? Like,
hell no. Heck no, baby. I got a master's. That ain't happening. Right. Not at all. In psychology. That not happening.
Did you ever get any type of compensation at all whatsoever at any point in time? Because they were asking about compensation, but I think she addressed that and said no.
The only thing we got was a box of milkshake, two edge controls, and a shirt and a bag and a brush. That's it.
So you never signed one of the contracts, and you just got basically a little care package of some stuff she probably has sitting at the warehouse. But
pretty much.
Do you think that equals to the stuff that you bought yourself? Did you buy more than you ever received?
No, I spent, and I got my receipts. I spent hundreds of dollars. I live in Missouri, and our biggest store where we live is Walmart. So we had to travel at least an hour, which they knew. She knew. I put it in the group all the time. I have to travel at least an hour or so to find the product. All the above. All the above.
You said that you were a little closer to Lil James's mother.
Yes.
Or you had some insight. So what did y'all meet through the Kaleidoscope Kids, or how did y'all?
Okay, so she was friends with one of my close friends at the time, and so we all kind of would talk on three-way all the time, and so I just knew a lot of personal stuff. I knew a lot of, and she knew I knew, but I would never, tell her. But she knew I knew. Yeah.
So you did meet them at the event that y'all went to that she stood y'all up on, right?
No, I never met any of them. And Lil James' mom always spoke on the phone, or yeah. But I mean, I had told her I was quitting. I told her as well.
Did you ever find that Lil James was miserable doing what he was doing?
I didn't know about him, but his mom, yes. So yeah, it's not like she just came out and this is she's lying. No, this has been going on for a while. But it was not my business to tell. And so when I left quietly out of the group. I didn't bother nobody. Me and another girl, London, we left out of the group quietly and was like goodbye because I don't want it. Y'all can have it. I didn't make no ruckus.
Right. What could you, if so they got new Kaleidoscope Kids and new Kaleidoscope Parents?
That's another thing. She kept saying she wasn't adding no more, but every month she was adding more. All the parents was getting mad because we like, dang, if you're at least supposed to feature our kids on the page, why you keep adding more kids that aren't Kaleido kids and you putting them on the page? You know what I'm saying? We're not winning either way. It's a no-go.
Wow. So okay, well, I'm so glad that you got out.
Yeah.
At the time you did, and thankfully, your daughter. And I want to switch to bright side because you actually have a good ending to that chapter.
Yeah.
Because what happened? What is your daughter working on now? I see her.
She works with several companies, and now I know that they pay you. I didn't know that at the time.
Yes,
I didn't know about promo codes, none of that. But yes, she gets paid very well. And we can work. There's no ties. There you can work with whoever you want. As long as you do what you're supposed to do for that person, you're good. Yeah. She loves it. Yeah.
Right. I'm so glad for that. She's beautiful. Make sure I'm gonna tell everybody I want them to follow her. I'm gonna also post the actual video with the stuff did to you, and I'm gonna tag you in it. Y'all make sure your sign is so beautiful, and she raps, girl. She got flow. I love her. I want to meet her one day. I'm gonna tell her when I meet her, I'm pinching her cheeks. I'm pinching them till I can't pinch them. So she gonna be ready for me. But we do love you.
and
Thank you.
understand you have a voice. We're gonna and you have talked to a lot. You actually act as a little liaison between a lot of the Kaleidoscope parents now, because former Kaleidoscope parents.
Yeah.
And a lot of y'all have similar stories, and some of them
Mm-hmm.
even more. And so
Yeah.
definitely, and so I'm so sorry this
I
happened to you.
thank you for allowing this platform. Yes.
All us anytime.
Yeah.
When it comes to stand up for what's right, I'm always do that. I'm messy and shady. That's
Thank
true, and I'm not gonna deny that. And I'm fat and I'm do all this. But guess what? One thing about it, when it comes to them kids, there's a
Yeah.
fine line we draw, and that's not right what she
Yes.
did. And I don't agree with it. And I thank you so much for
You're
coming and
welcome.
share your story. I
Thank
appreciate you
you.
so much.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So let me tell you something. While they're around here, worry about posting Mariah Carey snowballs. These are the people that you're hurting. This little girl. You hurt this little girl. You hurt this little girl. You disappointed this little girl. So while you're around here worry about what I'm obsessed with, worry about how you disappointed this beautiful little girl. Let me pin her name. That's her name. Make sure y'all go follow. She is pretty. She's pretty and she can rap. You disappointed this little girl. So while you worry about Mariah Carey and posting what I'm obsessed with, you disappointed this little girl to sell products. That's what you did. And that's wrong. That's wrong. You're wrong. She's a beautiful young black soul. She's very talented. She's very smart. You can tell by the words she using when she rapping. She's very smart. And you had the audacity to stand this girl up, and all she wanted was a phone call from you. Hey, what's going on? I know little James, it gotta be his mom. Because little James is past your bedtime. It's past your bedtime. This is past your bedtime. What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Freedom Champ. That woman, she wanted a phone call, and this little girl wanted a phone call and wanted to meet you when she went out there. How you doing? Hey, what's going on?
Hey,
Hey, what's good? I'm all right. How you doing? What's going on?
can you hear us?
Talk to me.
Good.
I can hear y'all great.
Hello.
Let me turn off the comments.
Okay.
Let me turn off. But I'm gonna turn it back on later, so that whatever. But go ahead. Tell us who you are and what's going on. Hey, little baby.
I'm Dylan's mom. This is Dylan. Say hey, Shakie.
What's going on?
Dylan was one of the first 50 boys that got picked for Kaleido Kids, but unfortunately, he was kicked out. You know, it is what it is.
Why was he kicked out?
Well, honestly, we don't know. They said they were kicking people out for drama and content, but if my whole thing is, if you kicked my son out for content, y'all knew he didn't have an Instagram before this all started. You got a whole content director. What's her name? Narcissist? I don't know. You know,
right.
But she never took the time to come to anybody. You know,
tell y'all what y'all had to do. So let's back this up a second. So did you apply to be a Kaleido? Did you apply for him to be a Kaleido kid? Can you hear me? Is that my phone? Hello? You can hear me? I can't hear you. You can hear me? Because I sure can't hear you. And it's not that. You can hear me? You can't hear me? Hey, my phone, my stuff. I'm home.
It got to be yours. Hello? You hear me now? I took my earphones off. You can't hear me? Matthew Taylor. Y'all can hear me? Hold on, I gotta see. Hold on. Y'all hear me? Hold on, I got some in the comments. I'll see if y'all can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Oh, it's not my phone. Let me put my earbuds back on.
Yeah, did y'all hear? Did y'all hear what I said? Y'all can still hear me? Y'all can still hear me good? Yeah, it wasn't my phone, so. All right, Miss Smith. All right, bye. Let's go. Let's get this up. That's why I like YouTube. We got all this on YouTube.
okay, we back.
Okay, we are. So I want you to backtrack a little bit and explain to us how you even got introduced. So you basically heard about a contest, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so what happened?
So Dylan was Mr. Pick Me. Like, we was going all out. We did the little signs. We did everything for Judy to see us. And Judy saw him when we went to Target, and she reposted him on her page. Like, we went to Target, and then, like, they didn't have no Kaleidoscope products. They was all out. They probably had, like, one product left. And he was
Okay.
like, oh, man. And, you know, she had reposted him.
Right. And so through that is how you got introduced to him. And so y'all became, so you said you were one of the first Kaleidoscope boys?
Yeah. We were
Or
one of the fifth. We were
one of the first?
after,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So what did she tell you was some of the requirements that you had to do as a Kaleidoscope parent?
You had to post. You had to be positive. It was all about positivity. But in the group, we had parents that were just very toxic. Like, they would start stuff. They would keep a mess. They would try to, like, downplay everybody. Like, their kids was better than the next.
Okay.
And it was just like, so then people started getting quiet in the group. So my thing is, I stopped posting. Like, we was posting almost every day. Kaleidoscope. Like, that's what he lived, eat, breathe, Kaleidoscope.
Right.
So okay, let me even backtrack to when before he got cut. I went to Judy mama house the day after Thanksgiving, like when Lil James and them had the baby shower.
Okay.
And I asked Judy, was Dylan getting cut from the group? She told me no. That Monday we got this bogus email that they were parting ways.
What was and there was no reason given as far as anything as far as what it is?
No. We never got anything.
And what day was that? That they actually that was, you said, was that December 9th?
Let me see. Let me pull up the email and I can
Please.
let you know exactly what it was.
So in a nutshell, y'all had been posting. Do you think the problem was just because y'all didn't have the following that maybe some of the other parents had?
I mean, it could be, but if you were supposed to help us get followers or whatever, why didn't you, do that? Or if you didn't like the content, why didn't your content person, your director, narcissist, come and help the kids that, Dylan never had an Instagram before all this. I didn't put him on Instagram.
Right. So were you ever promised anything as far as like jobs, opportunities, like some of the other parents were?
Oh, jobs.
We were
told the first 50 kids that, Tyler Perry wanted our kids. Like, this was a movement. She was the only one, and I really like Judy. I had followed her for a long time, and I felt like, okay, this is somebody that, my child is going to be under. And then when everything just started breaking, like, we found out that she was saying she wasn't going to do nothing for the kids. And I'm kind of glad, like, we didn't get no Lil James contract. That's like a slave contract.
It's definitely like a slave contract. So you said you met her you went to the mama house. Did you ever actually meet her?
Oh yeah, I met Judy so I went to Atlanta for the little meet and greet that we paid for. I drove 13 hours from Texas.
So you paid for yourself. She did not compensate y'all for that or anything?
No, I paid for myself. Me and Zori, we drove together to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the video. Yes.
Did she have hotels for y'all?
No, we found our own hotels. We did all that.
Did she have a plate or something when y'all got there? Like, did she have food for y'all?
No, okay, so we got food the day that we went to Legoland, and all the aspiring Kaleido kids, they were there too. So,
So there's a meet and greet. She tell y'all come. You and another mother put together. Y'all go out there, pay for y'all your own stuff.
Me and Zori and Dylan, they both got put out Kaleido kids the same day. I got that email December 9th. This one. so I can read it if everybody wants to hear it. And on December 9th, I let my child know he wasn't a Kaleido kid anymore.
How did he feel about that?
How did you feel, Dylan?
Angry and sad.
Angry and sad? Why?
Because she kicked me out the group.
She kicked you out the group. So I'm not gonna lie to my child. So, you know, like I said, this was Eat Breathe. I can archive, or I can, you know, I have videos, pictures, all of that. If you didn't like it, that's what you should have said, because we would have left like Cyan and London did.
Right. Man, I am sorry that she did that to you. You are very, very worthy to be any group in the world. You are not missing nothing. You are a star, you are a celebrity, and you are a wonderful person. Don't ever let nobody make you feel like you are less than that. That is, I'm sorry. You ain't missed nothing. That you got bigger and better things coming. Let me ask you something. What is what is it? What direction you learn from this? Obviously, as a parent, how people deal and what they did and what it is. But what directions are you taking now with him and his career? Because he is very talented. He's very. I can say something.
I'm very, now I have to be, I was guarded before, but now I'm really guarded, because you never want to see your child sad. You want to try to protect your child at all causes from evil people. And, for the simple fact that Judy used to tell my child, oh, I love you. Like, we got the pictures and stuff. Like, Dylan really loved Judy. Like, so now we're just weary. We're careful.
That smile. That smile. So so obviously y'all found other things that he could actually partake in now, because I see him the face of natural kids. I see him doing stuff as far as okay. And I'm very, very glad for that. Because he ready to be a star. You can already tell. You destined. I know, and I know a lot of times so we've gotten reports that she has told, even when as far as telling parents, oh, it just ain't your time. God don't want you to be doing none of this right now. Have you ever experienced anything like that as far as her telling you? Because no, she just didn't tell you nothing. She just was like, oh, you gone. Good day.
Yeah, she didn't tell us nothing. And the fact that she told me to my face that night that I sat over there that he wasn't getting cut, but then he gets cut, And I got a text message because I wasn't over there by myself. Another Kaleido mom was over there with me.
Oh, y'all gonna ever cut his hair? Like, his thing is the long hair, right? That's what he is.
Oh, no, sir. Curls for the girl. We never.
Oh, okay.
Now,
okay,
he cut his hair.
Oh, he did?
He had cut a 2-strand out his head. This is why the sides had to get shaved down, because the little girls at school was telling him to cut his hair.
Okay. So let me post his stuff. It's Dylan Matthew Taylor. That's his Instagram. Y'all make sure y'all follow him, because he is also he ready. He is ready. I am sorry that it happened to you. So y'all from Dallas originally, right?
We're from Louisiana, but we live in Dallas now.
Y'all live from Louisiana. My apologies. What would you give? What advice would you give to any parents that's thinking about dealing with this situation with these Kaleido parents, kid, the Kaleido whatever it is, Kaleido kid? What would you give?
Yeah, my advice is to do your research. Like, we all not lying. Y'all want your kids to be, you want your kids to be in a movement, but this movement, what did this movement do for us?
It didn't do nothing for y'all. It stole her products.
Right. Our kids got put out too quick, and then the way what's going on with Lil James, like, free Lil James, free Lil James, As far as everybody else, I really don't think they want to be free. I don't know if they feel like, okay, James, this happened to James. Maybe it's my turn. But Lil James was popping before Judy came along. Let's get that straight. Right. He's been popping. So, I just feel like, be careful.
Reports from my inside source said the whole Lil James thing, she didn't want to do nothing with Lil James anyway, but to get more kids so that she could use to sell products. Right. This is what I've been told, that she was dangling Lil James in the face, like, look what I did for Lil James. Look what I did for his mama. I could do that for you. Did you get that impression that she was trying to? Right. Did you get that impression that she was trying to do that?
Yes, because as I can pull up the pictures. Like Dylan was like, "Oh, Judy, can you come to my school so I can sign my contract?" Like they thought they was really getting contracts. That's why we got into this. It was like, okay, Dylan got hair. She sell hair products. This would be something good to put him into because Dylan clearly he loves the camera. And
Right.
once we found out we wasn't getting no contract, it was a little toy it was a contract that Marquel, LeJane's mom, went and printed off at like Staples or something.
Mm. That's so sad. That is so sad.
But we still got products that we paid for on Black Friday. So if anybody wants them, we'll be willing to ship them.
Mm-hmm.
Burn them up. Don't send nobody that. That might have Greta might have corona in it, girl. For all we know.
Look, we got it before the coronavirus.
Okay. So y'all didn't even get the products for free either? Y'all had to buy products too?
We got a box, and then Raven, whatever she is, she sent us some milkshake when we ran out.
Okay. All right. Well, we're
But other than that, all the products we did pay for.
Dylan, don't you let nobody make you feel angry or sad. You are a star, and it's about to happen for you. I can tell. Somebody on here, y'all see this man, sign him. He is ready. God ready right now. He want to make us laugh. He want to make us smile. He want some of them young ladies. He ready to break their heart already. Look at him. Look. I can tell he ready to be a heartbreaker. Look at that. That's the one right there, Dylan. That's the one right there. Look at him, y'all. That's just too cute. I can't wait to meet him. I appreciate y'all definitely for coming on the show and telling y'all side of the story. I appreciate it. I thank you so much
for having us.
No problem. I love you. All right. They hate half-ass stories when the half is this what you're hearing now. When the half is what you're hearing, that's why they hate the half side of the story. That's why they hate the half side of the story. That was Dylan _Matthew _Taylor. Somebody asked just there. Dylan _Matthew _Taylor. Oh yeah, they hate that side of the story. When you have a young 5-year-old kid that you disappointed, making this young man feel angry or sad. So all y'all go and buy this funk ass products. That's why I'm obsessed with you, because you do that to kids. Y'all need to hear this. It's getting worse. You run around here, silicone popping. You know you can't get on no plane. Y'all go follow them kids. Do something for free. We go follow them for free. I'll go follow them kids. Free Lil James. This young man talking about he felt angry and sad because he really loved Judy. Y'all can hate me all you want. I don't care. Hello?
Hey, so I got a question.
I got an answer. What you got to?
Okay, so what happened to the assistant, Shay? What happened with her?
If you look at
now, I know with the baby dying and everything. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Is this addressed the message? I'm sorry, babe. What's your name?
My name India.
Okay. Address the mess with India. Go ahead. Now, go ahead. This is your show. I'm just here. I'm again.
Okay, no, I was just trying to figure out what happened with Shay. Remember, she was the baby godmother.
I know who Shay is. Everybody knows who Shay is. And the question is, I don't know. I've reached out to Shay by text and by DM, and she has not reached out back to me. So I don't know. I wish I could know. I don't know. She doesn't post much. I don't know. Have you? So you if you watch a previous video, any video, pretty much I get asked this question, and I don't know, baby. I don't know.
Okay. I just really wanted to know what happened with Shay. She seemed like, I wonder if she's still getting compensated, like for her being, Miss 1%. Is she still getting paid?
I don't know. I would love to talk to her and find out. If you find her, let me know. If let me tell you something. And if I can't find somebody, that means they really don't want to be found. Because I've been,
I'm like, damn, what happened to Lil Shay? Like, ride or die.
I'm a good finding motherfucker. I could go find anything, but I can't get hold of her.
Okay.
I can't get hold of her. All right, my baby. Thank you very much for coming by.
See you.
She come and took over. I don't know what happened to Shay. I would love to call Shay and talk to Shay and find out where she at. Is she all right? Her IG is still up. She didn't post. She posts like once a month or something like that. She doesn't post a lot. I went on there. I've DM'd her, and I've tracked down a phone number for her. I've called her and texted her with no response. So so I don't know. I don't know what she is. Add you? Who says Zori? You want me to add you? Okay, let's see what she is. Send me a request, my baby. Send me. I have a number too. All right. So Zori, where you at? Send me a request. I can't. It's hold up. What's going on, Bang Bang? So let me get. I'm trying to add her. All right. So listen. All right. I got two phones, girl. That's right. All right. So so they was asking what Dylan's number is. I just pinned it. What is stuff? How do I send a request? Okay, let me see. I got you, Zora. I couldn't find you, girl. It's a lot of comments going up, girl. Hold on. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
What's going on? What's going on? How you doing, my baby?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right.
What's going on?
Well, my daughter was a Kaleido kid. She was one of the first 50 picks, like Cyan and Dylan and all the rest of us. And she was also kicked out. We don't know why. We worked hard all day, every day, posting 2, 3, 4 times a day. Okay. I didn't get a code, no free products, nothing.
So let me ask you something. So how did you initially just apply like everybody else before sending the picture?
Yeah.
Right. And so when it comes, and I'm gonna show her, and so your daughter, this is your daughter right here.
Yes.
And so
yes.
and how old is this baby?
She'll be 6 on the 28th of this month. She's 5.
Okay. She's 5 years old. She's and beautiful as she is. Oh, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. All right, and so of course, so she wanted to be a Kaleido kid, and so y'all went in, and she was one of the first 50 accepted. And so when y'all first got accepted, how did she feel about that? I can see her target right there. Look at her. Oh, that's
she was so excited. Yes,
Oh, that ain't the cutest picture ever. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Nene's son, Nene Leak's son. You know, we I don't know. We were, and that's a cute one there of her and James at the video shoot.
Right.
We were so excited. She was so excited, especially when she found out she was going to be able to meet Judy, little James, all of her Kaleido brothers and sisters. Because like a lot of us, we would talk on the phone, you know, FaceTime each other. So the kids kind of knew each other before they even met each other. So everybody was so excited. But it was just all live. I mean, I remember times when they would say, well, write a little bio, tell us what your kid likes so we can make a profile for them. So when people come to us and ask about kids, we'll be able to say, well, this kid likes acting. So we can, you know, refer them to this person or blah, 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 or whatever. But nothing ever happened. It was just like all we were doing was promoting like crazy, nonstop.
Do you, at what point, did she kicked out Zori, is what you're telling me?
Yes, Zori got that email also. We don't know why. If it was content, we were led to believe that we were going to get help with being able to make videos and do, you know, just learn how to put out different content, good content. We thought that they were going to help us get to so many followers, but that wasn't the case.
So she just lied to you, but you had to promote it. So did you did the box they said with the few 2, 3 products, did y'all ever get that box?
Yes, I got the box, and I also had ordered an additional backpack and an additional t-shirt. So that was like $50 on top of, but yeah, I did get the box and the products, but that was it. And then I ordered, like I said, the additional book sack and a t-shirt. But that was all I ever got. There was nothing else besides Legoland and a Target meet and greet and some pizza for lunch.
So how did you get? So where you located at? Where's your location?
I'm in Dallas, like Dylan. Me and Dylan are in the same area.
So y'all got together.
Yeah, yeah. Me and her went together.
So like she is saying, y'all didn't get no money to go.
No.
Y'all didn't get no hotel.
No.
Maybe y'all to get out there, and the only thing y'all got was pizza at Legoland.
Yeah, we got pizza, Legoland, and our kids got to be in a video for 10 or 15 seconds.
Did she lead to believe that she had all these opportunities and stuff lined up for you?
Yes. That's what, I mean, that was one of the most exciting parts about it, because we just thought that our kids were going to have better opportunities than us, you know, growing up. We looking like, okay, this is somebody that has a platform, and, you know, we follow her. We've been following her for years as adults. So, okay, she got something for the kids. All right, let's do it. But no, that wasn't it. And the kid products still haven't came out. We got kicked out before the products that we were supposed to have been promoting even came out. We're supposed to be Kaleido Kids, and we advertising the grown people stuff. Where the kids stuff at? We didn't even get to do that.
And so as far as the promoting, y'all was just promoting and promoting and promoting.
Oh my God, it was crazy, Shakie. If my page was so colorful, you would have thought I loved colors.com. Okay.
Okay. So
I mean, I was so burnt out after we got kicked out. I had to stop for a while. I was tired. It was so stressful. It was draining, and it was disappointing to my daughter.
And that's what I want to ask next. When you told her, because she had built a bond with the Kaleidoscope Kids, y'all felt like a family. And when she was told that when and she was 5 at the time, your 5-year-old daughter, when you tell her you're no longer a part of this family that you have been growing into because you didn't get enough, because you didn't get 3 likes or something, what did she? What was her reaction to that? How did she feel as a young child find out that she'd been used to peddle products, concoctions all this time, and all of a sudden you're not part of the family anymore because you didn't get enough likes on Instagram? How did she feel? What was that going through? How did you break it to her? How did you even take your shot at?
Actually, Dylan told her. Me and Keisha was on FaceTime, and Dylan was like, "Hey, Zori, we done got kicked out the group." And Zori was like, "What you talking about, Dylan?"
That dang Dylan.
We could have made a little skit off of that one. It was, but when it set in, it was like, "Dang, Mom, I'm really not a Kaleido kid. Like, these are not my brothers and sisters. Am I gonna see little James?" And she got a lot of pictures. Her and James really clicked, and all the kids. It was just like, am I gonna be able to see my Kaleido brothers and sisters again? It's like, no, baby, we ain't in the group, but we got something else. So it's all right. It's all right. But it's hard to explain because they don't understand. Her and Dylan had a little chant, a song that they made up. She still sing it. So it's just, you know, I don't want to hear it, but I don't tell her, you know, it's just, it's tough. It's tough.
Wow. So what do you, if you could tell the new moms or whatever it is, what would you tell them?
Don't go in. Well, I would tell them, really, to be honest, don't even do it. But if you feel like you different and it ain't gonna happen to you, don't go in expecting anything. Don't. Just go in like, hey, I'm about to help Judy make her some money. Period. That's what I'm doing, basically. That's how you got to look at it, because that's what it is.
So she could put it down.
You may get a gift. you may get, you got homework to do. And, you know, it may work out for you where you get picked. It may not. Student of the month, who knows? You just going in there like, get lost, like whatever.
For the record, the homework was not actual schoolwork. It was actual Kaleido work. That they should have been copied.
More promoting.
That any other brand would have paid them money.
Right.
What they college or something.
Exactly. More promoting. Everything was just promote.
This is horrible. Horrible. I am so sorry this happened to Zori. Zori is a wonderful child. Let me make sure it's high. Look, this is who she's doing this to, y'all. This is who this woman is doing this to. Just so I want y'all to see that. I'm gonna sit that up there for a minute. That is hi, I'm Zori. Make sure y'all follow. I want y'all to get our followers up. Y'all, people, everybody that follow me, y'all need to go follow these women. And I'm talking about it. Let me do it myself. I apologize. So we want to make sure that we know who these women is. This is who she's doing this to. This is who this is. This beautiful young lady growing up disappointing these women. They build families together. In terms of different they're going through, and this is what it is. I appreciate you definitely for coming by and telling your story.
Thank
I
you,
know it's
Shakie.
hard.
We
A lot of
appreciate you so much.
no, a lot of people, because they told me this. I'm not the first blogger y'all told this to. They said they was
Mm-hmm.
telling this to all the bloggers, but nobody was listening because they scared of them.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome to Sim Nation. We don't fear souls, sweetheart.
Yes.
And one thing about it is, we're gonna make this right. What do you want? Do you want? I want an apology for Zori. I want an apology.
I do too. Yeah. That'll be good. It's deserved. It's only right. You know.
It's only right.
Yeah. At least that's the least she could do.
That's the least.
That's the least she could do. It just wasn't. It's just not fair. And to not know why you were kicked out. To not know why.
You ain't had enough followers, and you didn't get enough likes. That's why. At the end of the day, it's why.
Yeah.
You can sell more products than somebody had. It's just what it is. So Zori has 2,000. You can't sell enough products to somebody who has 20,000. The numbers gonna get more likes than you and press time. But the strippers gonna follow you, and we're gonna follow you. We're gonna keep checking. We're gonna make sure that you and we want you to take advantage of everything. And we're gonna check up on you, and we want Zori to do her schoolwork, and she better get all 3 days.
Yes.
That's what we want. So we love you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I appreciate you for coming.
Thank you, Shakie. Thank you. We love you.
I love you.
Bye.
Bye, baby. Look at this. I'm disappointing this witch so much. I swear to God. Look at this beautiful child. I am Zori. That's her name. Look at her. Y'all look at her. I want you to look at her. Why y'all saying I'm wrong? Why y'all saying this here? Look at this little girl. This is who this girl disappointed. Look at this little girl. I want you to look at her. Look at her. Look at her. This is who she did. Look at her. I want you to look and don't stop looking. This is who she's disappointing. This is who she's using to peddle her products and not paying. There she go. Y'all follow. Look at this beautiful young lady. Look at her. Look at her. And y'all say to yourself, is y'all gonna buy them? Look at her. I want y'all to look at her. Stop looking. Don't stop looking. Just know one thing. This is who y'all doing this to. By y'all supporting her to mess over these beautiful children. Look at her. Look at her. And you tell her why you buying that concoction. You look at her and tell her why. Please. I want you to do that. Look at her. You explain to her why you still supporting her. And the least she could do is apologize. Freedom churn. Look at this young lady. Look at her. And you tell her why. Look at her. Look how beautiful. Look at this little girl. Look at her. Look at little James. Look at her. Look. Don't stop looking. Look at her. Look at these innocent children. This is who she messing over. Them children loved her. They loved everything about her, and she disappointed each and every one of them. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. When she go live and talk all that foolishness, y'all go over there and say, free them children. Look at them. Don't never forget that. Look at them. Look at them. This is who she messing over. Look at this little girl. Look at her. And I know she's doing good in school. She better, because I'm going to tell her. Look at her. Look at that smile. You run around here. These children talk. You run around here sticking dollar bills up and down the bread G-string. What? Look at them kids. That's who you messed over. That's who you messed over. The least that you could do. The least that you could do. Freedom churn. Sick of you. And you wonder why I do what I do. And this is not my first time here. I've been hearing it for a week now. And I was so hard. I could not believe some of the things that somebody, to extend someone do behind $1 to people's kids. And y'all wonder why I'm obsessed? Yeah, I'm obsessed. Because I can't tell this child, that what this girl did her was right. This is not the world we live in, and this is not the God I serve. That's not who he is. That's why I'm obsessed. That's why I'm obsessed and upset. And y'all can call me what you want. You can